What's up, people? Been a little while since I made a video. I think it said like almost like 2 months. Got a new haircut and no better time than right now to to really start counting your blessings. We're in the middle of a pandemic, as they call it. That is as it is being said, and it's pretty serious. Well, got my own opinions about that. Well, it doesn't matter what your opinion is. It is what it is, and people are. It's spreading like crazy, and people are dying. So, I was just checking this out. So, there's some rustling out there. Probably some little critters. Spring is here, and I don't know. I have so many blessings back in Soul Blossom Center here. It's a little messy, but we got things hung up and stuff, and got a little altar area, of course, and building a greenhouse, and chaos all around. Chaos. Oh boy. I remember being in jail, right? I was in jail a couple times. And I read this one little book. I forget what it was called. I think I have it still. It was like Daily Bread or something. Daily Bread or Daily Meditation or Daily Prayer or something like that. It was like a little book, kind of like the Grapevine for anybody, in AA that knows Grapevine. It's like a book of little stories to inspire you to do good, and it was like a positive book, and it's good to have positive literature while you're in jail, because being in jail kind of sucks. And when you're in jail, you just read everything because you might as well. There's nothing else to do. There's nothing else to do. I work out. I sleep. I watch some movies if the CEOs bring some movies. Uh, Fight over the Spanish channel because the friggin' hotties on TV. Read everything in sight. Learn new things uh, if you want. I mean, I took a lot from jail. Oh, of course, working out. I was probably in the best shape of my life. But I was just using what was there because I was really anxious, really mad, and I couldn't sleep. So I just did everything possible so I could sleep. So I was like working out like freaking 5 times a day. I was doing everything to the extreme, and I came across this one book, and I read this one story about a person that was in the Holocaust, um, He was in like a cage, a jail cell, and not knowing if he was gonna get killed or whatever. And he kind of he had a certain composure about him that most people probably wouldn't have in that circumstance. Fear, scared, emotions running wild, freaking going crazy. A lot of things can happen if you're pushed to an extreme, kind of an extreme like what we got going on now with this coronavirus. People get a little funny when, not like a ha funny, kind of like people get a little funny up here because they can't think straight because they're being pushed. Um, being pushed in a certain way where you start making certain decisions and decisions out of fear, decisions out of emotions, anxious about the future, what's going on in the present moment now, what's going on with the world right now. Am I going to have a job tomorrow? All of New York right now is shutting down. There's a lot of places shutting down. Italy is shut down. So, a lot of people, you have to self quarantine in your home. You have to stay away from people. There's certain rules right now. It can freaking get you going. It can get you going up here. And like start getting like this almost old school survival mode, like what we do or used to do as like old school humans, like way old school, going back to like animal style. So this person was in being locked up in a Holocaust during that World War II, I think. I'm really bad with history, I'm sorry. Maybe one. I think it was two. But somehow he was able to survive. He was saved. And he was interviewed. And people, the person interviewing him said, what were you thinking? How are you? What was going through your mind? How'd you survive this? And like interesting questions. You want to know how this person did this. And very simple. His answer was very simple, but like it's not simple. He said I was counting my blessings, and the person didn't understand. What kind of blessings? What kind of blessings you got going on? Being locked up in a cage and you're about to die. There's a good possibility that you're about to be thrown into an oven and dying a horrible death. What kind of blessing can you possibly have? I get it. Understandable. I was paraphrasing. I don't know the exact words, but that's pretty much what it was. And the guy said, well, he's just looking at what he had right then and right there. They gave him some bread. They gave him some water. He was not terribly cold where he was gonna, die, freezing or something. He had some blessings in this weird circumstance, and this not weird, but like horrible, horrible circumstance. And he was counting his blessings because he was being fed, he was given water. I think he had a cot, maybe even a cot to sleep on. And that right there, when I read that, I was like, wow. Wow. And right now, with what's going on, I can easily fall into, you know, this certain mode that certain people have. There's a lot of hoarding going on. I deliver to certain stores and empty shelves, empty. People are just hoarding everything, for an apocalypse, for something to break. And I get it. I get it. Um, Toilet paper. I don't know. That's like the new thing to laugh about. And everybody that I talk to, like, oh, why toilet paper? I mean, I get it. I mean, but on the top of the list, no. I guess that's, you know, what's being spread over news media. And who knows their agenda for spreading that, because I'm sure there's a bunch of friggin' people chilling as best as they can and preparing as best as they can smartly. Not just buying, there's this dumbass meme. I don't know if it was a meme or a picture. You don't even know if it's real. But this guy had a cart and he was online and he had his cart was filled with freaking toilet paper. Like, I don't know. I don't know if that's real because that's just ridiculous. But being the president that we have and how, I don't want to say dumb, but yeah, being how dumb he is, I guess there's other people, they're dumb as well. And not very spiritual, but it is what it is. I mean, I don't know. I was just, there's plenty of things. I don't know. I won't go there. But with that being said, like I'm counting my blessings, and I've been saying that to my love here. We balance each other out. She worries easily. With good reason. But like way more responsible than me. It is like we balance each other out. And I'm here. I'm hearing what's going on. I'm like, okay. This is me now, right now. I can easily worry about anything right now. Am I gonna have a job tomorrow? I don't know. I deliver food, so I think I might be okay for a little bit. But meanwhile, I'm out in the world that can get this virus on me, and whether I'm sure I can survive it. I'm young enough, and my immune system has always been good. But to carry that around with me and to spread it among other people, that kind of sucks. That's not what I want. But I have to work. That's catch-22, no? So I'm not going to be like some of these people, like, oh, I've survived many things. I could survive this. Well, good for you. What about the people that aren't surviving because of you? So just count my blessings. And what blessing? I have tons. I have a home. I just ate a good freaking meal. I have a roof over my head. I have a couple things. We have projects we have projects going on. I have a greenhouse that I'm building. We're growing food. We have this spiritual center that's slowly picking up a little bit more and more every day. Every month with new people coming already. I live in a great state with a governor that freaking actually cares and actually has some smarts of what to do. I have a great job with a great boss, and he cares about us. Same with my love's friggin' job. They freaking care about her. You know, I'm not laid off right now. My love is working from home. We have a lot of blessings. I have a ton of blessings. Not to mention air that's pumping through my brain, my lungs, coming, keeping me alive. I mean, don't take it for granted. I'm surrounded by awesome wilderness here. Awesome little critters that are just like running around. Count your freaking blessings. Count them all. It's the same thing as like a gratitude list. I'm just counting my blessings. And especially right now because I could easily freak out. I can easily just bug out, and like make myself sick. Like really sick with anxiety and stress. Stress makes you sick. I mean, it's been proven. It's been proven. Stress is like that unknown, like your brain is like very powerful. Oh, get the virus, get the virus. You don't need to bug out about it. I mean, I guess some people are afraid of death. Some people are afraid of getting their loved ones sick. That's totally understandable. But if you're afraid of death, then you need to start working on that. Because you're gonna fucking die. Sorry. Hate to burst your bubble. But you're gonna die. And if you don't have any kind of acceptance or any kind of belief of what happens or anything, and you're just living for today, hey, cool. Good luck. Good luck. But I'm really cool with getting this virus and dying. Even though my loved one is gonna, she's not gonna like that at all. But I'm okay with that. And I know she's okay with that because of the work that we've done. The work that we do for ourselves, for our sanity, for our soul, the inside soul. Not this machine that's gonna die. The spirit lives on. The soul, the body dies. We don't die. Our bodies die. That's what I think. I'm sure of it. I have had my experiences. You can't tell me otherwise. Unless you have your own experience. And my love has had her experience. So you can't tell us that, death would be, as long as I died sober, productive, happy, I helped others as best as I could, I'm gonna be okay. I can't wait to die. I'm not gonna, I'm not suicidal or nothing. But that's gonna be, I think, a better vacation. A much needed vacation. I'm freaking tired. I'm tired. And, once again, count my blessings. Like, am I tired like my ancestors? No. Actually, I'm weak compared to our ancestors. I'm weak. Everybody on this planet right now is freaking weak. But we're smart up here. Not I don't know about, morality wise, but we're a lot smarter than we used to be. So we can do things to help each other, whether we do that or not. I mean, that's still up in the air. I mean, there's still greedy people. There's this freaking idiot out there that bought, like, again, I mean, this is media. You're going to go by what media says. Do they tell the truth? No. A lot of them, no, they don't. But there's this one story out there. This freaking guy bought up 17,700 hand sanitizers and all sorts of stuff just so he can profit off of people's misery and worry and stress. He's profiting off of people's. There's something wrong. There's something wrong with that. That's not right. You know. I mean, there's a lot of things that are not right with this incarnation. I mean, just look at Big Pharma. They're profiting. They're making sure that you stay sick, so they can keep on making profits. That's I'm gonna use the word evil. That's pretty an evil thing to do. That's gonna be some heavy karma. And I believe in karma, and I almost feel bad for them. Every one of them that's doing that to people. Charging like thousands and thousands for insulin. Really? They can't pay it, so they're gonna die? Man, that's heavy karma. That's heavy. Not to mention all these people in government. Heavy karma. All of them. Maybe not all of them. Maybe I'm gonna have some hope and say that there's a few good people in government. I'll give the benefit of the doubt. Just like police. There's not everyone is a friggin' corrupt person. It's just the good people don't get enough attention. They don't get the airplay. But count your blessings. Because that really takes away, like, once I do that, I'm like, yeah, I really don't have any problems. Not like other people, not like Italy, not like China. I mean, yeah, it's coming over here. There's a few cases right by us that have tested positive. There's a really good chance that we're going to get it. But I'm not going to make it worse. I'll be like, okay. I'll do the necessary procedure, as will my love, if we get it. But we're not going to live in fear. And that's like another part of this counting your blessings / you got to live in fear or you got to live in faith. You got to live in gratitude. What do you got to do? I'm not living in fear. Hell no. No way. No way. There's no way to live. I don't care what's going on. I don't care what's going on. That's no way to live at all. That's not living. I could stress all day about whatever. I have like a lot of good things going on in my life. I can still stress. I can still stress out. It is what it is. Let go. Do what's necessary. Try the best you can and let go. And I've said that in other videos. Let go. It's all right. It's okay. Prepare the best you can. But don't bug out. And don't bug out to where it's like hurting other people for your own selfish need and greed. No, selfish need. Really? That's not helping at all. None of that. And the way I live in faith is, I'm sure many of us have gone through stuff. And whether you look at that or not, whether you really look at that, do you look at that when you went through something really, really tough? You got through it, and you're like, wow. But do you really look at it, of what happened? Do you really think it's all you? Or do you think, maybe something's working for you? Maybe you're doing the right things and the right things happen. Or maybe you think you're just all that. And if that is you, cool. I'm not gonna. That's not me. I can't. I can't. My ego is still not my friend. It's still not my amigo. But we're becoming amigos. We're becoming better. I have a lot more awareness today. And, to think that I'm God, that I'm, and some people say, some really woo woo people say, he's like, oh, you are God, and they throw out this crazy explanation that like blows my head apart. I'm like, yeah, that's a little too deep, bro. But I'm open to hear it. That's cool. But me playing God, it's like I saw what happens. And that's through experience. That's through experience. When I play God, it hasn't really gone too well. That's for me. It didn't go too well. When I started taking suggestions from other people, that's when my life started turning around. Then I started applying certain principles to my life to help keep that ego in check. I'd be like, okay, as long as my ego doesn't like go like crazy, I could be like, okay, I'm doing the best I can, and whatever will be, will be. And I have nothing. But benefits from that. I have nothing but blessings from that, from living that way so far. So I get into an obstacle. I get stuck a little bit. I take some action to try to figure it out. It usually works out somehow. And it usually works out in a way that I didn't even think about. And then I have this, I'm lucky that I can look at that and be like, okay, what just happened there? That's pretty cool. Did I, the great one, make that happen? Okay, if that helps you, cool. But me, the great one, isn't really, it didn't work. So I get through obstacles, which gives me the faith / receipts. I get through stuff. I'm not really sure how that happened, but it worked out better usually. Have a lot more peace of mind. I'm a lot more content. And that faith and that gives me faith for the next obstacle. If that makes any sense at all. So whatever's coming, no matter what it is, I know it's going to be okay. I don't know how it's going to be okay. I don't know how. That's not up to me. I don't really care how. Just as long as it is okay. Whatever it is. Whatever it is. And as long as I do the footwork and try the best I can, the results are usually there. That gives me faith. So I live in faith today. I don't know how we're going to get through this friggin' pandemic. I don't know. I might die for all I know, but I have acceptance today. It's okay. It's not a big deal. You know what is a big deal is the attachment to other people, and that's hard to friggin' let go of. That's hard to let go of. If my love friggin' dies, or if I die and one of us is left alone, that's gonna fucking hurt. No matter what spiritual level you're at or you think you are, that's gonna hurt. But it is what it is. I know there's more. I know there's more beyond this crude matter. Name that movie. Name that character. I know at least one guy that knows that guy. But count your blessings, because you have many. You just have to see them. You have to be awake to them. And when you see your blessings and you see people's struggles, I guarantee you will take your problems back. You're like, yeah, I'll take my problems back. I don't have any problems compared to that person. And I'm sure that person has blessings that the next person doesn't have either, and so on and so on and so on. You can always find blessings. But you're going to live in fear or you're going to live in faith? It's up to you. Till next time. Next.